last SNL, the last live SNL was the Eddie Murphy show.
Whoa.
Which was fantastic. What a joy to watch. Was it an exciting week for you?
I was freaked the hell out because he's just like such a pillar of Saturday Night Live history. I was so jacked up.
You had a sketch that was cut for time. They put online called 80 Bizzo.
Yeah.
Where it was you and Lizzo.
Yep.
And
Wow.
did you? Was that a fun thing to do?
Oh my God, it was a dream come true. I mean, Lizzo came and was like spanking me at points, and we were gonna wear different outfits, and she was like, "No, I want to match," and I was like, "Thank you, Lizzo." No, it was a dream come true, and we shot with Eddie, which was so cool.
Yeah, there was a scene with Eddie and back in the wardrobe department.
Yeah, and I will say, like, I thought we would sort of shoot anything where he wasn't supposed to be there without him, but there was a point where he was sort of like waiting to come in and we were just shooting. And my line was just to be like, I can't believe Eddie Murphy is hosting the show this week. And feeling him like just nearby while I had to say it, I kept going, I can't believe Eddie Murray is hosting the show tonight. And just pure panic. And of course, every time he was like, it's Eddie Murphy. And I was like, yes, I know that. I'm just scared. And it happened probably 3 times.
Wow.
Which is actually too many.
Yeah.
And it did make me scared that my brain was broken. But then I will say he was very cool about it. Later, he came by and was like, oh, you're so funny. And I was like, that means a lot coming from Eddie Murray. Thank you so much.
Full circle.
Yeah.
You, I want to ask, there's a line in the song, and I believe you wrote the 80 Bizzo song with Michael Che.
Yes.
Smang was a word that I was not familiar with.
Yes. Well, I would be happy to tell you about
Please.
smanging it. Yeah, it's basically, it's a sort of a combination of to smash it or to bang it.
Gotcha.
It's to smang it.
Okay, gotcha.
And Lizzo really did tweet that about Michael Che, that she wanted to smang it. And so Che and I wrote it together, and as we were sitting to write it, I was like, you gotta let me smang it. You got to let me talk about smanging it. And he sort of like begrudgingly was like, fine. But I feel like by the end of it, he got into it.
You also had a fantastic sketch this year with Harry Styles where he played your dog.
Oh, yeah.
And
I know.
this is a very funny sketch, also very sweet and great payoff. I feel as though it's a good like minute, 90 seconds before the turn happens in the sketch. Very patient piece of sketch writing.
Yes, I love to make them wait for it.
Yes. And in this case, the waiting was the reveal that Harry Styles was going to play your dog. Was he an ezy sell or a hard sell to play your dog in this sketch?
He got right on damn board.
Yeah?
Yes. I mean, Harry Styles.
Yes, he seemed incredibly game as a host, which made for a great episode.
So game, and like right away when he got to set, we were like, you need to get on all fours, and I'm gonna dangle this garbage in your mouth. And he was like totally down. And then like truly the next scene, we were like, put your head in the garbage can, pretend to be a dog smelling garbage, and put it in your mouth. And he was like, okay. He is really, really
That's
great.
That's all you can ask for from an SNL host. And now Adam Driver, which I'd see either his 3rd or 4th time. He's an old hand at it now, and he must be great to work with.
He's a pro.
Yeah,
it's gonna be so fun. He
awesome.
goes hard, and he's a true actor.
He is really a true actor.
Yeah.
And it's really fun to watch. Not that you're not all true actors, but it is really fun when...
Do you think you're a true actor?
No! But that would be the funny thing about when you realize, like, there was times where a host would show up and you realize, oh, they only know one way. They don't have, like, I have a Broadway style and I have a sketch comedy style. They only know one thing.
Or, like, I've had multiple times, like, once I was playing a chicken who was in love with Ryan Gosling, and, like, at multiple points he was like, he really loves her and he wants to be with her, but he can't because she's a chicken and he's on the run. And I was like, oh, you're like thinking about this.
Yeah.
And I like, literally, like, to me, it was just like, I was like, I've never thought twice about a single thing I've done here.
Well, there would be times where someone would say, like, hey, the host has some questions about this character, and I'd be like, oh, all I know is where they stand and what they say.
Yes.
Like, I put no thought into their past and I have no thoughts about their future. Yeah.
No.
It's like, what was this guy doing last week? I'm like, oh, no, there was a different host last week.
It definitely like reveals how absolutely simple-minded I am because I'm like, you want me to stand where? Be loud? You got it.
Boom. Cash the check.
And hey, it's working out.
It's working out. 8 seasons.